Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream. Today in this live stream, we are going to be playing some more Minecraft BagelMaster Builder. Now, for those of you who have not seen the previous 112 streams, I highly recommend check them out. Last stream, we finally finished up our tomb-themed dungeon. So now, sorry, I'm trying to apparently get my skin re-equipped. There it is. Okay, anyways. So yeah, we finally finished up our tomb-themed dungeon. Got that out of the way. So now, all we have to do is 2 more dungeons, finishing up the mountain on the outside of the map, finishing up the castle walls, doing the castle in the center, doing 2 more dungeons. Did I already say that? I feel like I said that already. I don't know. Anyways, there's a lot still, but like it's getting really close for our map. So other than our tomb-themed dungeon, which I guess I should or could show. Yes, so what we did is this room and then the chest room down here. We had it as if it's being overtaken by Skulk. So over here we're going to have a Skulk-themed dungeon with the dungeon entrance being here. I didn't think this dungeon would reach all the way over here, but apparently it did. And yeah. So, I don't think we're going to do the dungeon this stream. Instead, I think what we're going to do is focus on doing more trees. Because, well, mainly because I need to get more trees done. Because all the green space you see in the map, all of this is supposed to be covered in trees. There have been some changes to the plan, such as me doing a cherry grove tree area over here, doing cherry trees over in our Italian-Japanese mixture kind of village thing. And then we made this new tree biome like 4 streams ago, I think. Something like that. So, yeah. Hello, Cass and Greg. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. How am I today? I am doing quite well. I've been... what have I done today? I've been living. So yeah, anyways. I've been trying to, like, look at other people's streams to see what I should be doing in order to improve my own streaming content. Which... I've only seen one video, and I haven't even finished the video. But it's a... I don't know what it is exactly, but it looks like a documentary on queso, I think. Which... I don't actually like watching streams typically. They're either always too energetic for me or too, like, relaxing. Or the people don't like talking much, so... I typically am not one to watch streams. However, I am still trying to learn, like, what people like to see in streams. So if any of you guys have any tips on something maybe I should improve upon, then please let me know. I will do my best. I think what I'm trying to do for my channel, though, specifically, is, like, I'm trying to get people to watch me because... are you using a mod so it looks like that? I am not. I am using only vibrant visuals. That's the only thing I'm using for my Minecraft world. Or, wait, I'm also using actions and stuff, which is a texture pack. However, I have it to where the texture pack only affects, like, animations as well as a few other textures. Like, for example, here. Let me... There's an enchantment book. Smite. There we go. And then anvil. This is just a small example of textures that it affects. Because I could have it affect everything, however, I'm not a fan of stuff being changed all that much. But I have it to where my enchantment glint is green, which I find to be very cool. But other than that, it's really just animations and texture changes to, like, for, like, making objects 3D. For example, water buckets and water buckets with, like, fish in them. It's all 3D. Which I like a lot. But other than vibrant visuals and actions and stuff, I am not using any other, like, texture packs to my knowledge. Wait, it's vibrant visuals technically a texture pack? I mean, it's made by Minecraft, but it's, like, installed in Minecraft. So it's like, now I don't know. I would assume it's not a texture pack, since it's built directly into the Minecraft's video settings. But now I am curious as to what people consider it. Okay, I kind of accidentally just made a tree for this biome, but over here, which is fine. There is not a specific way these trees are supposed to look. It's only these trees that have a specific way they're supposed to look. But at the same time, I'm trying not to have them copy each other. I think I have a total of 4 small tree designs. I have the spherical one, the, like, pointy one, the, like, elongated pointy one, I guess, and then the same one, but just with an extra block on top, which would be that design, technically. Which, if any of you guys know of any other ideas to do small tree designs like, you know, the ones I just pointed out, that'd be much appreciated. I need more small tree designs to put in my open spaces like this here. Doing another tree here would be good. This might be, if we do a circle one, it should be fine. Maybe. It's fine. You know what would be really cool? What would that be? if I added what looks like branches, I might have, like, I might make a separate forest biome for that. However, so I know this is my Journey to Master Builder series, where I'm supposed to be improving upon my building skill. However, there are still things that I fear. One is pixel art. I tried doing pixel art at one point to put on this big flat wall here. Did not go great. I tried making my logo. Like I said, did not go great. Another thing I fear is trees that are more complex than what I have. Like, so if I show you my biggest tree that does have branches, I mean, it looks okay from far away. Kind of looks like a mushroom, which is the main issue that I don't like. And, like, from below, it looks kind of fine. But it's not the greatest looking. I need to figure out a way to fix it. Maybe it's too... circular. Circular? Orb-like? Mushroom-like? I don't know. This is, like, the only branches I think I've done for a tree. Actually, wait, no, that's not true. I have a tree over in my fourth village I've made, which is this. And this one isn't actually as bad. This one I like quite a bit. Maybe not from this angle, but from over here, this looks nice. However, I don't know, it's just something about branches that they're hard to do with full-size blocks and things. And even without full-size blocks, I'm not a fan of, because it's not actual wood. So basically, I'm trying to stick to Minecraft, like, but modified. Like, if I were to see Minecraft 2.0, these are the kinds of, like, trees I'd want to see, instead of them just being the default trees. These trees, I just grew them all, because I didn't know how to improve upon them. Because, I mean, I think they did a really good job with these tree designs. Or at least good enough to where I probably couldn't improve upon them. But, like, for the oak trees, I think all of these designs would be really good. How long has this taken me to make all of this? Let's see, this is my 113th stream. If if each stream lasts about an hour, that's at a minimal of basically 113 hours. However, well, a minimal of 112, because I'm still streaming the 113th. However, if I'm having to consider, like, because I have done streams where it's longer than 1 hour, where it's like 2 hours. So it's, I would say, roughly 120 to 140 hours on this entire map. Try adding fences around the floor where it connects to the leaves. Okay, so I'm sorry, but I will say no to that, because I like, you know, like, when I see people with trees like that, I mean, they look cool and things, I like them, don't get me wrong, I do like them. The issue, though, is that I don't like that they're not using blocks that naturally are for trees. I know that eliminates a lot of creativity and makes things really hard to do. I absolutely understand that. And I think it's reasonable to go beyond stuff. However, at the same time, I like trying to stick with what's already in Minecraft. Like, if they added branches, like a branch block that I've seen in, like, some mods or texture packs or whatever, I would definitely try using them. But at the same time, I don't know. What was I? I don't remember where I was going with that. I do have an issue sometimes where I just forget about where I was going with stuff, or what I was talking about. Sometimes it is like, I'm saying that to get out of conversations and things, but most of the time, like this time, I genuinely forgot where I was going with what I was saying, if that makes sense. Other thing is that I would have to do a whole other forest, probably, because there would be a lot, and I mean a lot of trees I'd have to do. Which, I still have to do all the green space that you see. But yeah, I've done... I wonder how many trees I've done, actually, now that I think about it. I want to say at least 100. Which, when I think about it that way, that's a lot more than I originally thought I made. But anyways, thank you for the idea. I might do, like, a separate forest biome somewhere. Maybe down here. That does that. But like I said as well, I'm also trying to stick to, like, a vanilla-ish Minecraft design. Which, I guess that means technically I need to upgrade these to wool stairs when the wool stairs come out. Which I am excited for that, because that will mean there is more room in these areas. Or at the very least, the chests will be functional. Which that I'm excited for very much. Trying to have it where it's not being blocked by any of the trees. That way the forest becomes thicker. Which is what I've learned over time. In order to make your forests seem really thick, what you gotta do is have the trees not all lined up. Like, I thought originally you could do it all diagonally. You can't have them diagonally lined up, and you can't have them, you can't have their X and Y coordinates line up. I couldn't think of a better word. Oh wait, let's see, we have a lot of these trees, so... we'll do the longer tree. That pointy. There we go. That might be a little too close. Yeah, it's too close. If I were to... might be doable. Let's see. Maybe we can get this to fit. Okay. Whew. I do need to figure out some more tree designs. It's just very hard when I'm trying to think on this scale. This scale? Not the right word? No, this... trying to stick to this kind of, like, theme. Is it a theme? I assume it's a theme. Or it's just me being stubborn. One of those two. there are times when I want opinions and help on things, but at the same time, it's very hard for me sometimes, because I tend to value my opinion over others. Is that? No. That's not right. I tend to be stubborn in my judgment. Wait, is that the same thing, just different wording? I don't know exactly. Like, I want opinions and suggestions, and there have been opinions and suggestions I have acted upon. Such as, fixing up my Hollow Knight Easter egg room in this map. But at the same time, there's been, I think, a lot of opinions that I just kinda, maybe not push aside, but like, I don't know a different word for it, so I'm just gonna say push aside. Which is one of the things that I need to better myself about. I need to be more open to stuff. Okay, that's fine. Unless, do we do this? No. Oh! That look better? That might look better. Kinda looks like cotton candy now. If I could lower this all, not going to. But if I could lower it all, I think it would look better. Definitely would look better, I think. Anyways. Let's see, that's right there, so I think we'll be fine to go up to that height, probably. Yeah, we should be fine. This is probably my least favorite tree design. However, since I need to add variety, this is also kind of like... It's not a bad tree design, it's just not my preferred. I like the circular looking ones more so. However, I know that if I just keep doing only the circular ones, it will get bland. Um... Is this crossing over too much into this area? I think I'll be fine. Hello, Raptor. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. We are currently doing tree building. And talking. Okay, that should be... Hopefully that helps make the forest thicker. Maybe. Okay, so I need a tree here. Here should be good. Try and do my best to make it look like a thick forest coming from this direction because of the campsite, but also try to make it look thick this way. That way, when you're wandering through the pathway, it looks, you know, less like there's a wall there and more like a deep, thick forest. Okay, that should be good. So I think also what I've learned is that building trees by other trees makes building trees a lot easier, due to the fact that you have plenty of references to use. Because when I was starting, like, what was it, last stream, when I started doing the trees, I had no idea how to make any trees. This stream, though, it seems like all the tree building knowledge has come back to me. I wonder if I could set up some, like, lo-fi streams where I have basically parts of my Minecraft world in the background, and then just, like, some music playing over it. Maybe it would just be Minecraft music, that way I don't, in theory, I don't get copyrighted. Because I don't know how exactly the copyright works for video games. I do know it's something about, like, if it's music that's in a game that you're playing, or if it's music belonging to the game that you're playing, it's fine. But when it's music that's from something else, typically then it will be copyright. Like, I get copyright claims for my time, or not claims, but, like, copyright issues found in my, like, timers at the beginning of each stream. However, I don't have issues with, like, Minecraft music itself or any other in-game video game music. And I am also curious as to how you can get rights to play other video game music in your streams, because I do know of one YouTuber slash streamer, Thorben, I think his name is. He plays, like, Core Keeper music in the background and some other music that I would love to be able to play in my backgrounds. That way, if it's dead air, like whenever I'm using the restroom or something, there's music and things actively going on, which would be very nice if I knew how to do that. So that's actually something I should probably start looking up at some point. Preferably at the end of this stream, however, I doubt that I will. Possible, but doubtful. Because I think I brought up this issue on other streams, like, a couple months ago. I just completely forgot about it. This tree tall enough? Maybe it's not tall enough. Maybe it's too tall? Did we come up with a new mini tree design? We did. It's just the circle tree, but longer, or taller. Yeah. What about that? Now it just looks like swords. This? Oh. Oh, I forgot about this mini tree design. I think I've had this as a mini tree design. Pretty sure I have. I know I haven't done all the trees yet, but at the same time, I feel like the forest isn't thick enough. Like, over there, it's very thick. However, I think that's only because there's a lot more room and a lot more trees. So, it's kind of hard to tell. I could do, like, grass or something. However, my goal is to avoid all, like, grass and flowers. I did the mountain area before I came up with that rule. However, I'm also not putting any trees on the mountain, so, like, it kind of balances out, potentially. Well, other than this tree, I guess, and, like, one or two others. But, I don't know. You know, I wonder how big my world file is. I don't think it's that big, but it might be a lot bigger than I realize it is. And the reason I'm thinking about that now is because I actually don't know how large any of my worlds that I've ever made are. Like, I have a hardcore world that I played on for like a year. Probably less than that, probably like a couple of months only. And then I kind of just stopped that series because I wasn't having the most fun with it and not many people were watching. This stream series, though, a lot more people seem to be engaged in it. I mean, that might only be because I'm also doing the vertical format, but it also is a lot more fun for me as well. I think I almost have my other PC up and working to the point where I might be able to start doing streams on Twitch at the same time now. Which, that is exciting. Finally, I think, got it updated to Windows 11 and started getting some files cleaned off, I think, potentially. I was wanting to do like a full reset of the computer, however, since the computer used to be my dad's, I can't do that because he has a lot of files that he has yet to clean off the computer. Which, I know I don't need all the files wiped and things, however, I don't think, at least for me personally, I don't think I have anything on the computer that I need. I thought I had something. Turns out that I didn't save the file or something like that, so that's been deleted, or non-existent for the past couple of years. 1 year, 2 years, something like that. So other than... No, I don't think actually I have anything on that computer, to my knowledge, that I need. So I'm hoping I can get memory wiped off of it and things. At some point, maybe, after I help my dad, or my dad, you know, gets all his files off of it. Because once I do, and I start making more money and things, then what I'm gonna do is swap the computers, where instead of having all the streams on my main computer, it'll actually all be on my laptop. And that way, once my computer's upgraded, it'll be able to play more powerful games, it won't overheat as easily. I don't think I can actually even play with vibrant visuals on my old computer. Potentially. So, either way, it'd be nice to upgrade at some point. Maybe this is... it's a little too close to the other trees. Okay, the forest is starting to become a lot denser, which is a very good sign. There are some, like, areas that I need to make more trees or something, but for the most part, it's going good. I'm hoping... How long have we been streaming? Ugh. Yeah, I don't know how much we did for this area, but for 40 minutes, still, even if we did this entire area, I mean, it's good, but considering how much of the rest of the map we have to do, all the green space that you see, and more, I'm not going to go all the way, it's a lot. We have to do a lot. Which I'm both excited for, to see what my map will look like when it's finished, but also kind of dreading because that's a lot of streams I'm going to have to do tree planting. And that's not even including the outside of the map, where on the outside of the map I have to still make the mountains, which I guess I should show you. Technically, I don't need to do the mountains. I'm building this map as if it's a Minecraft server hub, so if I didn't do an outside of the map, that'd be perfectly fine. No one would probably see it. But basically, I'm trying... Well, maybe you can. But basically, all of this, I'm trying to make it kind of mountainous and go all the way down to the ground. And I have started on some of it, which is over here. But this is barely anything in the grand scheme of things. I mean, it looks like we got a pretty good amount done, but at the same time, there's a lot. There's a whole lot that we need to do. I think I keep accidentally refreshing my battery for streaming by going off and talking about other stuff. Which is good, because that means I will be able to stream for longer, hopefully. However, on the other hand, it means that we keep getting sidetracked. Oh, I guess I can share a story from, like, yesterday or something. Was it yesterday? Was it really yesterday? It may have... I think it was actually yesterday. So I brought one of my friends into a copy of my map, not my actual map. And I had him do my tomb-themed dungeon. That was actually incredibly easy for him, which I find slightly concerning, because that means I probably need to make it harder in some way. Then again, if there's mobs, it will be quite hard already. And what else? Oh yeah, we had some fun PvP in the challenge run end area. Or arena area. That was fun. And yeah. It was very fun to be able to test out what the game might feel like if I were to actually make the dungeons functional. am curious to see what the edge of the forests look like after we, you know, get the trees all the way, or done all the way to here, I think. Yeah, because once we get all of this, like, area here done, then that's pretty much everything you would be able to see when looking in from this other forest here. Is this technically a forest? I'd assume it's a forest, because it has trees everywhere. But at the same time, when you think of a forest, it's typically, like, a lot denser. So, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know what the actual, like, definition of a forest is. So now I'm curious. I think probably my favorite tree design is, like, these trees. Because they're, like, kind of... I know there's a tree that I keep thinking of whenever I think of a tree. However, I don't remember what tree it is that I've seen in, like, games or TV shows or what that I keep basing them off of being, like, ovular. Is ovular a word? I don't think it is. Oblate? Oblate is a word, I know that. So yeah, I guess that's the word. But I don't know what I was talking about now. Oh, well. We'll do another big tree. This isn't looking too bad so far. Oh wait, I'm doing the top part wrong. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1. Two, 1. Hey, that might actually be better. Okay. That's not too bad. Still looks like cotton candy floating on a stick. However, other than that, I like the tree design. If it could be 4 blocks lower, I think. No, 3 blocks lower. I think that would look a lot better. Potentially. Maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, I guess I should mention some things. Number one is if you're interested in playing with me on a Minecraft server, I will be doing a stream where I play with my viewers not this Saturday. Next Saturday, I think, the 29th, whenever the 29th is. Pretty sure. I have the event scheduled in my Discord server, so if you're interested in knowing the exact date and time and event details, I recommend going to my Discord server. If you don't have Discord or you can't get it, or you don't want to join my server, then all I know is that I'll be streaming at the same time as I usually do, 5 p.m. Central Time, and unless, of course, something comes up. But other than that, I can't really think of any other details. So, whatever day the last Saturday of this month is, that's when I'll be streaming. If you're interested in playing with me on Minecraft Hive, then, yeah, I'll be streaming on the last Saturday of this month. Didn't realize I built it dead on from this tree. Yeah, well. Okay. Just a couple more trees, and then we are good. Do we have any other tree designs? I guess this one. I prefer not using the pointy tree design, but if I can't think of something, it's always the best, like, default option. Okay, I think that works. Well, I could place a tree along this line here. Or, not a big fan of having the trees connecting, however, sometimes it's kind of necessary. There we go, that looks better. Okay, now... Hold up, let's see. Trees from this side look perfect. It looks like a really dense forest. Then again, there's also the hill, so who knows. And then from this area... It will look denser once there's trees on the other side. But still, it looks really good. So... On one hand, I want to continue. On the other hand, kinda don't. So on one hand, next stream we can finish doing the trees in this area. We try and get all of them over here done. Or next stream we start working on the deep, dark themed dungeon. I kind of want to do the latter. And do the deep dark dungeon, but I don't know. Hey, I want to see what it looks like from down here. The trees and everything. This looks good. It'll look better once there are more trees, and I'll probably have trees like out here somewhere. So, yeah, I think progress going really well. Hello, Halo. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream, and next stream on, let's see, Friday we will stream us starting work on the Deep Dark themed dungeon. So, I would like to say, hold up. Always do this way too early. There we go. So, I would like to say, thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and comment which kind of stream you'd like to see me do next. Also, if you'd like to play with me or other members of the Bagel Army, please join my Discord server. Link is in the description. And without further ado, have a bagular day. Bye, guys.